Hi, everybody. Technical difficulties are the way to start off, I tell you. Man, oh man. Welcome to the Oddities D&D. We're very happy to be here. So glad you joined us for today. Before we get into the game and give you a recap, we're going to go down the... Yes, I know. Give me a minute, please. I'm trying.
I love it.
All right, so I will allow everybody to introduce themselves, and we will start with Neff. Whoa, Neff, that way.
Hi, my name is Fred. I would introduce you to my dog, but I'm terrified of him waking up, but he's here. His name is Alfred.
Yay!
But shh, keep it quiet.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And down from there, we will do Xander.
I see you. And I'm Xander. I play Wesley, the bard.
Excellent. And last but not least, we will go over to Chuck.
Hello, I play Randy. Wait, nope, that's my Stardew character. I play Wyatt, the lovable old curmudgeon cowboy. Yeah, been playing a lot of Stardew. Okay.
Excellent. All right. So who will do me the favor of doing our recap from last time? And now I will tell everybody in the chat room right now, please don't freak out. You're going to see some image things going on. Yeah, so it's just Viria right now. I'm so sorry. Here we go. There we go. We're going to fix it. We're doing it live. Fuck it. Right. So yes, please, if someone would be so kind as to read the recap from last time or come up with the recap from last time.
Okay. Let me see. Here are my notes. God, I can barely read my own writing. So, we head to Blade Garden area to investigate a smell. A smelly smell that smells smelly.
What does it smell like?
Smell.
Oh.
We also... Dagna asked us to keep an eye out for interesting flora. Red moss, truffles. I wrote caucus.
Yeah. Crocus.
Crocus.
But, you know. Take what I can get.
Will-o-wisp. Blood or stuff from local animals. Question mark. I think I might have not heard properly, so...
No, that was good.
Perfect. Blade Garden is a heavily military city. We found out that the reason we're collecting things from places we go to also is so we can have teleports there, which is nifty as fuck.
You're welcome.
And then we are greeted by... Oh my god, I don't have his name. I don't have his name.
Tripod.
Tripod. And he
Did
takes
someone
us
say
into
my
the-
name? Fred's
he
face
takes us
was
into
everything.
He's this, what, small halfling?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he takes us into the Rooster Kitty, which is his definitely innocent bar.
Mm-hmm.
Wyatt and Asta get drunk. Wesley gets sex. And apparently from Jason, is what I wrote.
Oh, yeah. We boned.
Yep.
I wrote Wes gets daddy action.
The next morning we head out west in search of the smelly smell. We managed to hitch a ride with a random farmer and we traumatize him. Wyatt got real fucking quiet when kids were brought up. Then we came to a fork in the road. There was an overgrown area that we headed towards. We went in, bed down for the night, and then Neff takes watch. She fails to notice a figure approaching the outskirts of the firelight until it was too late. And then I wrote again, Wyatt dissociated like a bitch.
I'm fine. I don't know what y'all talk about.
Oh my god. I just want to say I found the smelly smell. It's my dog farting.
As he is wont
That
to
checks
do.
out.
Yeah. I'm looking at your dog, and a trip to Montreal has to be in order because I think Poe and your little guy would be best of buds. I swear. They're about the same size.
Their little bodies.
Yes.
Oh.
So if we want to have a little Alfie minute, Alfie is a mini long-haired dachshund. He is currently weighs 4.8 pounds. As an adult, he will weigh about 10 to 11.
Yeah.
And on Tuesday, he's getting his second round of shots
Oh,
for his basic shots.
brave boy.
And right now, he is a farty mess.
Yeah, that checks out.
That's the same weight as my left breast.
It's
I
the
thought
same
you were-
weight as my two combined ones.
I am
I'm a
learning so
healthy
much
lady.
this stream.
Yeah.
Also, he is the reason why I'm going slightly insane because he's keeping me awake.
Oh.
Hey.
Hey. Oh,
But I love him. It's the best thing I ever spent money on.
yes, absolutely. Well,
You were very
with that, Neff. Oh, let's get to the right thing here. Let's transfer this over. There we go. You guys have all that. I should unpause the game. There we go. All right, Neff. As you sit alongside the warm fire with the darkened canopy of the few trees overhead, the smoke from the campfire sneaks its way towards you and makes your eyes water. You try to tolerate it as long as possible, but before long you shift to another side of the fire to avoid the smoke. Once the warm and woody fragrance is gone, another invades your senses. Not dog farts, oh no. The foul and sour stench of something in the air that you've been told is emanating from the village you are all tasked to inspect. The rotten thickness feels like it almost coats your throat. Adding insult to injury, the campfire smoke follows you where you now sit as well, and you're not sure which is worse. It's as you are contemplating the lesser of two evils that you hear a sound from beyond the flames, hidden somewhere in the dark of the tree line. As you try to wipe away the tears from your eyes to get a better look, it's already too late.
Roll initiative.
Oh, it is actually initiative.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
Oh. I play this game again.
How do I play again?
Exactly, right?
How does this thing work? Oh my god.
Well,
It's so fancy. Ugh.
please let me roll. I clicked the button. Roll.
What do I need to click?
No, it says there's no combat and count. What is happening?
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
All right. So, boom. Do.
There you
There,
are.
should be able to do it now.
Saucy bitch. Oh no. Oh, you,
What? Wait, why can't I move on the map? Not me, but
All right.
my mouse. Okay.
oh,
Now-
I.
I don't know
Someone's
what
turning
you
me around.
did, but I don't know how to fix it either.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'm trying to zoom out, but
Gotcha.
I can't.
Gotcha. I will say that there is a surprise round on everybody this turn. And with that, you see revealed from the darkness a red-eyed, white-furred, large beast coming at Neff. So we will
A
get them
ferret?
into combat.
Is it an owlbear?
It is not,
It's a
unfortunately.
ferret.
But after this surprise round, it doesn't go for a very long time. So that's one thing you can be thankful for. But it runs
Or
over
an
to
ermine?
you. And it is going to... Let me double check here. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Yes, the first thing it's going to do, it's going to leap over at you, and it's going to bite you. Normal roll. Zoom, bada, boom, boom, boom. Oh! Jeez Louise. Does a 19 hit? Or a 24?
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, and it's very rude.
I'm... yes, it is. I agree. All right.
Why does my camera
Damage.
stop working? I swear I'm sitting in my chair.
No, you're not. You're
Oh.
a ghost.
Like, for some reason, I can't scroll out on the game, and then for some reason, my camera, it says it's not connected, but
It's
my
like that-
computer says it is.
It's like that episode in Buffy the Vampire Slayer where like the girl becomes invisible.
Oh no!
Oh no.
You know what? I had
Meanwhile,
something
Ricky-
similar happen to me the other night. We went to go see Wicked, and every time we go to the theater, the automatic doors, they don't open for me. So it's like I don't have a soul. It doesn't register that I'm there, you know?
Like when Bart sold his soul.
Yep. Right on. All right,
So I take
so
9 of damage.
9 damage,
Ew.
please.
Oh, Ricky Tikki Tavi is gonna have chicken tonight.
And since it moved 20 feet in a straight line to you, I will get you to make a strength saving throw as well, please. You need to beat a 13. Ooh. Oh. All right. You are knocked prone. And it will take half your movement to get back up on your turn. After that, seeing that everybody is awakened, it leaps to the middle of the group so it has attack distance to all of you. But that is the end of its turn. Next up, we have Wesley.
I'm still trying to figure out how to scroll out. My thing's just super
Yeah, I
zoomed
can't
in,
scroll out. I can't scroll out either.
and I only see on my screen my token. It's so zoomed in, that's all I see. And I don't know why.
I don't know how to help you. My mouse wheel is the thing that scrolls in and out, but for the
Yeah.
map, is that not working for any of you?
I can't scroll out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hey, anybody in chat room, if you've ever worked with Foundry and you know the solution to this, that would be great.
The first obvious thing is log out, log back in.
Well, let me try this.
I was about to refresh. Let's see if that does it.
Oh yeah.
I'm reading like some modules can like lock it, but then that's just getting confusing.
Oh yeah, I doubt we have
Nope.
those modules. Nope, that
Nope.
didn't do it.
Let me see if this can help.
Oh, no, it zoomed out a bit, but
It zoomed out. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. I still
yeah.
can't control
Someone zoomed out for me. I didn't do
Yeah,
anything.
that's me doing that. So I'm resetting the initial view that you guys see,
okay.
and
Well,
hold-
I-
Zoom.
There we go.
that's-
Okay, I can see things.
I can
and
see
that's
it all.
that
Yep.
matters.
excellent.
It was very weird just seeing my token taking up the entire screen.
I am myself.
Literally. Okay. So I just need to check. This is a. Okay. Wesley is going to pull out his sword, twirl it a bit,
Mhm.
and as it twirls, it's going to make almost like a sorrowful sound. And I'm going to give Neff bardic inspiration.
Great.
And as that happens, 3 images of Wesley appear around him, and I cast mirror image on myself.
Okay.
And I'm going to move up to it, and that's my turn.
Sounds
Remind
good.
me what does Bardic Inspiration does on me?
You get a D6 for any ability checks, attack rolls, or saving throws, but for 1 time.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. So that was the end of your turn, Wesley?
I believe. Yes.
Excellent. All right. With that, Neff, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, seeing as this creature is not really wanting to be friends like my owlbear friend, I'm a little bit offended. I want to tell you that first. Then I want to tell you that I'm gonna try to getting it. I'm gonna use my movement to get up and get unprone. I'm using all this talk to figure out what I'm doing.
Sure.
Classic tactic. Stall.
Yeah.
So you got 15 feet of
Stone.
movement left.
Okay, I need 30 to fly, right?
There.
Do I need 30 to fly? Do I need 30 to fly?
I think it's halved because of your armor, so at this point I don't think you probably could get off the
I
ground,
mean-
but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and use a guiding bolt, the
Mhm.
flash of lights on this creature because it's not friendly. So fuck you.
Do, 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 do. 13. What do I have to do for you?
No, you just take damage
Oh, okay.
If it,
Uh,
if it hits.
if
It
it hits.
just
Oh,
hits. Yeah.
Yippee.
Okay.
Oh.
Take 13 damage.
It's 4d6? Holy shit.
Hee
Hee.
Fuck you.
You know, just...
Not you, Jason, the weasel.
Oh, wait, I can apply that too. Oh,
And
shit.
I don't think I can have a bonus action. Unless someone wants to remind me how to play D&D, please remind me.
If you have a spell that's a bonus action, you can use it, but you have to use a cantrip as your action. Or if you have other things that give you bonus actions, but I don't think clerics.
No, I don't have anything that gives me bonus actions. I have cantrips and I have spells, but no cantrips that are bonus actions.
I will say
So-
one thing you would have that was mentioned last game is you have one of those healing bulbs on you from Gamilda. So just to refresh you guys on that, you can use that as a healing potion, just a standard one. If you throw it at one of your companions, it can heal them from a distance. You don't have to be right up there to feed it to them. You can use it on yourself, standard. But here's the kicker. If you're in proximity to your friend that you're healing and you use it, you gain the same amount of healing yourself. Stuff to keep in mind.
Interesting.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that one, I think. And
Are you staying where you are?
I am going to again stall and move just over here.
Okay. Cool.
And that's my turn. Thank you for working with me.
No worries. All right, now it is on to Miss Asta. Let's pull up her sheet here and see what's what. Or no, here's what we were going to do. You were going to tell me what Asta wants to do and I will do it for you.
Let's see here. She's what? About 5, 7, 10 feet.
Hey Fred, can you do me a favor? Can
Why
you
am I
double
doing
check?
this? I don't know magic.
Okay. Can you double check Guiding Bolt? Is that the thing where the next person who attacks gets an advantage, or am I thinking of something else? It is? Okay.
That is advantaged.
right.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, classic. We'll go firebolt.
Firebolt?
Start ourselves out. Firebolt.
Yep. Okay.
I would like to firebolt this weasel in the face.
Excellent. All right. Do you want to move her closer, further away?
Let's go further away.
Okay. Do you want to go like right here?
Yeah, that looks great.
Okay. So she will go there. We will target Hamster and Soup.
Oh no, not Hamtaro.
I said Ricky Tikki Tavi.
And spells are, here we go. Boom. Normal.
It'd be at advantage.
Oh, fuck a
That's
duck.
like Guiding
You're
Bolt.
right. I'll roll it again.
Still good though.
Oh, not in that 20.
We will take the first one. All right, so 16 will hit. Rolls the damage. And that's,
Damn.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Almost max damage.
Not bad.
Thank you, Asta.
Can you see if she has any bonus actions or anything like that?
Let's see here. Bonus action. Nothing that would make a difference right now. She has Misty Step, but we won't even attempt that.
Okay.
Well,
Well, the one thing I will say, because I totally set you up for this, is that as she moves there, surprise attack from the second one that comes out of its little burrow hole.
Well, that's me.
how dare you?
I just want to say, if Asta dies, it's Chuck's fault.
Yes,
What?
totally not my fault.
Hey, I thought Jason and I were working in conjunction. It turns out, traitor.
Why would you think that?
Oh, so great.
Since grade school. Oh wait, we've been friends since grade school. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. You know what?
That's
Hindsight.
on you. That's on you.
Yeah. Oh my God, Ari, I'm so sorry.
All right, so first attack. Oh wait, it would be advantage because she did. Well, fuck it, it's a natural 20.
Oh, cockbag. No.
All right. So.
But I have my Christmas tree up. Look how cute. Oh.
Damage, critical hits.
She doesn't have a portent dice that would be an advantage.
Who knows?
Well, she had. Oh, let's scroll up because I know she had a lower one that she would be able to use.
Oh, I think she got like a 2 and a 20 the last time.
I think it was something like that.
I will say 25 still beats a 20 though.
Yeah,
so
no,
she may as
but
well hang on to them.
She would be able to force it to the success to be a 2 if she rolled it.
For
But
me?
we have
then-
to say. I don't know how it works. I'll let.
Yeah,
Sandra-
she did
Let's
roll a 2
wait
and a
till she's
20.
back. I promise not to kill her, okay? I'm just gonna fuck her up a little bit.
It would just make it so it wouldn't be a nat 20.
All right. In the meantime, she takes 12 points of damage.
Okay, I'm
And-
gonna keep this on her DD Beyond sheet. Oh no, I can't do anything, but I will
I got
write
it.
it down.
I got it.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah.
Thank you, babe,
No worries. All right.
for this.
And then it will spring to action, leaping over her. I will get her. Well, I guess I gotta do this too. She will need to make a strength saving throw, and I know where to find that.
Is her strength or charisma better?
Okay.
Oh, her charisma 100%. She's got a -2 to strength.
As she starts to fight back, I'm going to force her to make a charisma save.
Her to make a charisma save?
I believe. Let me double check. Let me read this.
Okay. Can I make the strength saving throw before that? Is that cool, or is this part of it?
No, it would be part of it. No, never mind. I read it wrong. Ignore me.
Okay. Love
I
you.
read it wrong.
All
I'm
right.
used
So
to having
fingers
so many
crossed.
options.
She rolled an 8. She is prone.
Oh, crumbs.
I don't know how to make her prone, but that's okay. We can remember that. Half her movement when she gets back up. And it leaps over and pins between Wesley and its friend there. All right.
Eep.
Now then, well, let's get him in initiative. Burp. Okay, so that's where he'll be next round. He got his opportunity attack there. All right, moving along. It is... Oops, no, that's the new guy. He just went. It is Wyatt's turn. Mr. Wyatt, what would you like to do?
Mr. Wyatt is going to take a quick look here. So I'm 5, 10, 15, about 15 feet away from both, right? So... Okay. I'm assuming it acts as like the ranged thing. You can't be right up against somebody. He's gonna pull out.
He's gonna pull
Hunter's
out?
Thunder. Let me just whip this out.
I thought
he's
tripod
gonna
was
pull
gone.
out Hunter's Thunder.
Oh, sorry, folks.
And the
I'm doing another. I just saw that there's 2 Jasons. We can't have that. I'm fixing up Deveria.
Surprise
I
you,
cast
yeah.
duplicity.
Yes. There we go.
Jump scare.
I'm sorry. Please continue.
Yes, for sure. We're gonna say he was already planning on aiming at this happy little fellow up here, but he's going to move first behind. I can't select my character. There we go. He's gonna move behind this log for a semblance of cover, swing the rifle to stabilize on the log, and then as it is still new, aim and shoot.
Is this the first time we're seeing the rifle in action?
This is the first time we're seeing Hunter's Thunder in action. I don't think I get advantage because Wesley is right in the midst.
No.
It's ranged, so I don't think that
Ranged
works. I
doesn't
think
get
it's got to
advantage
be
either.
melee. Right, okay, melee only. Well,
I didn't
go.
know that, so that's good to know.
And
Yes!
a 24.
Yes!
Oh.
I can just hear Wyatt go, yes.
All right. Roll that damage.
Yeah, I just closed my character sheet.
We're not
does that
nervous.
roll?
You're nervous.
Your face is nervous. Look at it. So
Yeah.
nervous. I don't know how to roll damage.
If you look in the chat, there's a damage button there.
Is it
Want help?
yeah, I don't see damage at all. I just see my attack roll. Oh, it's above. oh, good for me. Normal. There we go. Sorry, I totally forgot how combat works in here.
No worries.
12.
There we go. And apply. Oops. Okay. So that didn't work. Let me just do this real quick. 12, so... There we go. Okay, I'm good. He is looking bloodied.
Yes. And 4. Oh god, this character sheet is huge. Okay. Can I take one of the... I'm assuming we split up our healing bulbs amongst the
everybody's
four
got
of
one.
us?
Yeah.
Who looked like who took it worse? Was it Neff or Asta?
Asta.
Asta looks like she took it worse. I'm
I'll
going to
assume
throw a
that.
healing bulb at Asta if I can. Because the weasel is kind of in the way, so I'm going to let Daddy decide whether I can huck it at her accurately.
That's a good question because she's also prone, right?
Oh, shit.
So- I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. Make an attack roll.
Actually, I'm rethinking my strategy. I'm going to... I took 5 feet of movement, new movement, who dis? I think I'm a 30-footer? Yeah, okay. 30 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to pop myself... I'm going to run over here, staying out of melee range with this guy. I'm assuming I can't go into the tree line.
I'll say you can. Yeah. Why not?
Can I go here instead?
Yeah, for sure. I'll say you get half cover.
Okay. Oh, nice. Love it. And then I'm going to attempt to do my little huck at Asta.
Sure thing. Don't even need a throwing thing. It's just, it happens. So roll your healing.
I don't know if I have it. Are they in our inventories?
Just standard healing potions. The rest of it is
Standard
just for
healing.
flavor. Yeah.
What is 2d4 plus 2? What is shit? What is a healing potion?
2d4 plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah, 2d4 plus
Okay. D4. Wait. 2d4 plus 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or what's the bonus? It's 2d4 plus
2.
Okay.
Just like you said.
It's been a minute since combat, so 6
Awesome.
for Asta.
So that'll bring her to 19. That's pretty good.
Good thing
Excellent.
it wasn't in our inventory.
All right. And is that your turn?
That is me, baby.
Excellent. Next up is the creature who you've been wailing on. And standing in front of it is Wesley.
It's 4 Wesleys.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Ooh,
Do you mind if I do my mirror image dice in person?
No, because I don't know what you mean. So we'll say yes.
Because-
Go
yeah,
for it. All right. So I'm going to target you up. First thing it's going to do is a claw attack. Oops, I thought I did. Oh, hold on. this guy, he is going to target you.
Stop shaking them. I'm distracted already.
Now, it does have advantage because you are flanked, but it gives disadvantage. Does it have disadvantage because of your thing?
Nope, it has
Okay.
a chance to hit one of them.
Okay, cool.
If it's
Holy shit, that was a journey.
cool.
22.
As its claw goes through, one of the Wesleys just goes, oh, and just disperses.
Nice. All right. And for its second attack, it is going to try to bite you. Zoop. And that is another 22.
And this time, Wesley just looks really angry, shaking its head as it just disperses.
Nice. Now from there, let's see. Can't really see. Well, it probably can, but it does know that there's a meal on the ground and it's getting frustrated with you. Yeah, it's going to go jump over here between its burrow hole and Asta.
Okay. I will.
I mean, if I had a
Of
nickel.
course. Damn. Roll normal.
Ooh,
That's 23 to hit.
that will hit.
Tight.
Roll. Normal. Oh, 5 damage.
Excellent.
Yeah, so as it jumps, Wesley just throws out the sword and lets it kind of jump into the sword.
Nice. Now it kind of had to work around you, so it doesn't have the opportunity to knock you prone, but we'll leave it at that. But it is your turn now, Wesley.
Okay. Do I? Wesley is going to move here to attack the one that ran away.
Okay.
And as he brings his sword up, again, it makes like this sorrowful sound in the wind. And Wyatt gets a bardic inspiration.
Thank you. Remind me the dice number?
D6.
D6, thank you.
And then I'm going to... Where's my character sheet? What am I doing with my life? There it is. Short sword. That's a 14 to hit.
Hits.
Cool. And another 5 damage.
Excellent.
And that is my turn.
Perfect. All right. Moving on to Neff.
Hi. It's me. How are you doing, Jason?
I'm great. I'm killing people. This is great.
Oh, that's... Okay, well.
Damn.
Damn, that's a bit dark. Anyway, since we're in the killing mood, I'm gonna summon my spiritual weapon. And can I use it immediately to attack, or...
What does it say?
Yep.
Can you do that right away?
Spiritual weapon comes out and it can move and attack immediately.
Perfect. So then it will go on to this one guy here and be like... and attack.
Okay.
What's your spiritual weapon again?
I forgot.
I think you said a scythe.
Yeah, it's a scythe. It's a really pretty pink scythe with musical elements. Thank you. I have no brain power. I'm so sorry
No worries.
That's okay. That's all right.
about my character. Oh,
Ooh, that's
yeah.
gonna miss, unfortunately.
You can add a d6 to it.
I
and
do
hope
have
for
a d6. Thank you. Yeah, I do have a d6.
You need a 6, so fingers
Oh.
crossed in chat.
Yeah.
If you love me, you're crossing your fingers.
Wow.
Someone didn't cross their fingers.
I blame Billy Boyd.
What if you
This can't be pinned on me.
Ooh. I just want to say, ooh, if I find you, ooh. Anyway, do I get do they flinch a little bit because they saw the sight and they're like, ooh, what is that? But they didn't hurt.
I think the glow of the scythe was kind of dulled a little bit because it's right by the campfire, but it looked pretty.
That fills my cup, thank you.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. All right.
But that's my turn.
You still can, because that's a bonus action. You still can use a cantrip as an action.
Oh well, in that case, I'm gonna sacred flame that bitch.
And I
Please
feel
give
like
me a
these are
deep-
very dexterous. So Wesley is going to just kind of look over at it and strum the lyre at his hip. And now it's a charisma saving throw that it has to make.
Okay. This will be funny. If it would work.
Giant albino weasels, known for their
Why aren't you rolling, you douchebag nozzle? Oh, that's not the thing, I think. Roll charisma saving throw. There, that's what I want. Nope. 11. It fails.
Perfect.
And it also will take I think it's 1d6 of psychic damage
Okay, I'll get you to roll
That's
that.
my roll or your roll?
No. on top of your roll, so there. It gets an
Cool.
extra 4 psychic damage on top.
Okay.
So you take a total of 9. Thank you for that. Neff will look at Wesley and give a little owl wink.
And
Which is kind of creepy because they're big eyes and then just rip, rip.
It's not creepy, it's cute and endearing.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, I think I'm good. Thank
All right.
you.
No worries.
I will
See you later.
say, Jason,
Hi.
the target is now plagued with regret for a minute. If the target is reduced to 0 HP during the time it and can speak, they're magically compelled to utter dark, poetic final words before succumbing to their injuries. Succumbing, I guess.
I mean, you should know how to say coming.
Let's be honest. Who just succumbed to the injuries here, Xander? Who exactly? As you die, laughing. Yeah, suck it, tragedy bard.
English was my best subject.
Oh, amazing.
English is not pronunciation.
Yes. Oh, okay. Well, I've got
So I'm
something.
expecting sorrowful
Let
squeaking.
me just make sure. Yes. Okay. All right. So
Oh.
with that, it is Asta's turn. She will take half her movement to stand up, but the rest is up to you, Chuck. What do you want Asta to do?
Let's say actions.
Oh.
There's spells as well.
I'm just
Yes.
saying, you mentioned a very good bonus action spell to get a caster out of a sticky situation.
Misty Step. Misty Step. Is that, do I have to disengage to use Misty
Nope.
Step, or do I just blink out without
Yep.
any opportunity attacks?
Yep, you blink out and you still get to use your cantrip.
Bonus attack! Just get her out of there. Get her out of there.
And where's she going?
She is going to go, let's put her...
Do you want to put her
across
right
the
over here?
field. Yes, please. Oh god, is there going to be another death weasel?
You said it, not me.
You shit, I didn't agree to this.
You did actually.
I agreed to this under false pretenses. Thinking you had my back. You know me.
Oh, I love this game. All right,
Why
so
is it... Xander, you gotta take over.
yeah, Xander, talk us. Yeah, Xander, talk us out of this one as you freeze.
Yeah, I was just thinking how Why is the ex-wizard not doing the wizard?
Yeah, the melee person.
I'm enjoying it, honestly.
Okay.
Oh, this
I
is
also,
wonderful.
sadly, I cannot see where Asta is because I don't have dark vision.
Oh
That's
yeah,
so
let's
funny.
check it out when
So
you can
it's-
see. Oh yeah, she's gone.
It's completely, so I can't play her anymore. I
Yes.
can't see where she is.
Real quick, just because I want to make sure this is correct, and this is like tabletop talk for a second. I changed all your tokens vision to be basic. It still shows you the same parameters that you would for dark vision, normal vision, all that kind of stuff. But now you should be able to see the color on the map.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
Because I know that was I looked at it afterwards, and the first battle map we had, everything was grayscale to show actual dark vision. But fuck it, I don't care about that. I want you guys to see how
want
pretty
the
these things are.
pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
More of it. It's a visual choice.
That's why you couldn't see
And
the
I wanna
blood
see the
before.
blood.
Yes. Now you can.
Yeah, I can see the blood.
Beat a
But I
weasel,
can't-
get some blood.
I can't see Asta.
That's okay. That's okay. All right. So she is over there.
She still has an action.
Yes.
We're going to be light with using the spells. Firebolt's a classic. It did
Okay.
a lot of good damage, so we're going to firebolt again.
Okay. Who are you targeting?
I'm going to target the one. Let's add more fire to the fire.
Nice. So this guy here?
She's gonna cast it through the campfire, so it just looks like the fire is attacking.
Ooh. Very cool. All right.
And so
Fire bolted up. Here we go.
you can roll that.
Zoop. Oh. Why is it when Asta is not here to play the game, she rolls amazing?
She rolled really well last game.
She did?
Yeah,
Yes.
How
we were
quickly I
all
forget.
kind of stunned.
Damn.
10!
I can't be
Amazing.
blamed for it all.
I did something good.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So that was her bonus action to Misty Step. Action. Is that your turn?
Is there because I can't see her, is there anywhere where she can sort of take a half cover or a full cover?
Same as you. She could just dive into the bush a little bit if you like.
Dive into that bush, baby.
All right. We'll put her 5 feet back. All right. So with that, it is Flame Dude's turn there. And let's see. In keeping with the idea that he is regretting his life decisions because he feels so tragic and so barded, what he is going to do is he's going to have a sad little gas attack, and he's going to do something called a musk spray. In a 20-foot cone from his arsehole, into your face, Wesley. I will need you to make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw, please.
Gross. That's a 5.
That is a 5.
Oh.
You are poisoned for the next minute.
Which poison effect?
Now, I will let you know, at the end of each of your turns, you can try and make the saving throw again.
Yeah.
Okay? So with that, he is going to leap over here. Because he can definitely see in the darkness. And he is going to
Oh,
take a
no.
swipe at Asta.
I wanted her to hide. What are you doing,
gonna-
man?
Well, it's at, half cover, so I think probably disadvantage, yes?
It's half
What is
cover, I
it?
believe, is extra armor.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Also, she bamfed out
plus
of there.
2 to
is
AC.
behind the fire. I'm just. You
So,
know,
I'm
I gotta
also
look
gonna-
out
So
for
you're
my
saying
girl.
I should give it advantage on this attack? Thank you.
No, I
This
know.
is 'cause of Chuck.
The weasel. The
I'm
weasel.
gonna-
No. This is Chuck trying to argue the fact that the weasel wouldn't even know she's there.
Yes.
I'm taking my reaction.
Thank you, Wes.
to attack it as it jumps away. With
Oh, okay.
disadvantage, I rolled a 13.
That hits.
Yes.
And that's an 8.
8. Excellent. Thank you. It is currently bloodied. But with that, it is going to... Whoops. There we go.
I'm just saying, Asta could make it roll a 2.
Well, we'll let her
Oh,
figure
yeah.
that shit out.
Because she, as long as it's said before the roll, she can just say it's a 2 on the dice.
It's a 2 on the dice.
All right.
Because they get rolled daily.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So-
yeah, it's not like
Its attack fails, but I will get you to make a strength saving throw.
oh no. Let's see here. Okay. Saving throw, you said?
Yes, please.
Okay, just checking. I'm gonna pop D20.
Or shit, I need
Oh.
to do that, right? No, you. Oh,
That's actually a 0
she is
because she
knocked
has a
prone.
-2.
Yep.
Oh no.
So she be on the
Yeah.
ground.
Thank
And
you.
with its
Thank you,
last
Andrew.
little bit of movement, shoop, it disappears into its little hidey hole.
Crap and crap.
Yes. All right, but that is its turn. Wesley, Wyatt, you are up. Too many damn W names.
I'll take another turn.
Okay. I can't see anything. Well, I'm gonna shoot at the
What can you
only
see?
one I can
Yeah.
see. A part of the circle's cut off for me now because the map moved, and I can't scroll in or out. So,
Oh.
and dark vision as well. So I'm gonna shoot this happy little fellow.
You bet.
He looks concerned over at where Asta vanished to, the other thing moving and then disappearing, and so swings the barrel back. Over here. Oh, there we go. Aha! Okay, I figured it out. Ah, crumbs.
Oh,
But
17
that's a
hits.
17!
That's pretty great.
Hadix. And a match. 15!
Oh my gosh. How do you want to do this?
Oh, first rifle kill. The ball bearing, as it's exploded from the chamber of the rifle, just zooms and takes off the chunk of head closest to Wesley, coating him in gore and brains.
Nice.
And Wyatt
Wesley
goes,
just waves at you
"Oh, me."
while the mirror image is just covered in gunk, and Wesley's there still clean, like, hey.
Amazing. All right. So with that,
That is my action. I can't see anything else on the map other than I'll shout over to Wesley. I'm like, "How you doing, buddy?"
I'm doing great. I smell bad, though.
I can't see no one else. Is everyone else okay?
Asta's on her ass again.
I will lend a hand to Asta and help her up. 'Cause I'm nearby.
hang on.
I have a combat.
Sorry, we're still on a initiative thing here.
Oh,
So, Wyatt, you're all done your turn?
I was just doing conversation. If that's probably about 6 seconds. Wyatt doesn't know where anyone is, so he's gonna move closer to the fire.
Mhm.
So 1, 2, 3, about 15 feet. Okay, and now he can see the others, and he'll stop there and just like still have his rifle at the ready, and just that'll be his turn.
Okay. Excellent. All right. Wesley, the other W. It is your turn.
Me. Since I don't see the creature. I'm going to go to the dead corpse and just collect some of its flesh
Okay.
and stuff it in the one of the containers.
Roll me we'll call it a survival check.
Kippy. No, I said roll. That's an 11.
11. Okay. To be fair, because this is kind of like a task you were assigned, I'm going to call this your action.
Yeah.
Typical kind of stuff, it would be a bonus action, but this is like specific kind of stuff. So yeah, mark down that you have, what is it called? Albino death weasel blood. And we'll say a strip of its fur too, of poor quality, but a strip of its fur nonetheless.
Yep.
Awesome. All right, any movement on your turn?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm good.
groovy, groovy. Over to Neff. You are up. What would you like to do?
I'd like to approach Asta and help her up.
Sounds good.
And then just be like, you okay? Did you break anything?
I don't think I did actually break anything. What the fuck was that?
I have all my teeth.
Actually,
Oh,
that
wait.
would be like paws and claws and...
Oh, yeah, it was horrible. I hope it's dead 5 times over.
I curse its and ancestors and whatever. I feel like Asa would like find a way to curse everything the creature knows, but like in a much nicer way that like Neff would be like, oh, it would, and like, huh?
That species is going to be extinct.
Oh well, that's interesting.
I'm
Anyway.
sure it'll probably mess up the environmental balance, but you know what? You fuck with that. I don't think I have to say that. I
Like,
didn't like
who
it.
is this woman?
I'm sorry, too much of me is coming through.
All right.
I forgot my charisma saving throw. Con? Charisma? Con?
It was Constitution. Yeah, go for it.
Nope.
Nope. All right. Good looking out, though. All right. Next up. Well, I will say the help action is a bonus action or an action?
Action.
Action? Okay. Neff, do you have any bonus actions that you want to do?
Right?
I think help is.
Yes.
No.
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. Xander's going to double check that. You may have an action or a bonus action. We shall see. But we will say the next person up is Asa. And seeing how hiding in the woods didn't really help her out, and seeing that the thing kind of came out of the ground there, she will take a few steps back so she has her back to the campfire and has good line of sight for if this thing pops its head out again.
It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action? Okay, so I'll say Neff, you still have movement and an action. I'll say if you have an action that you want to hold, you can definitely do that. Oh, other way around. Tap it again.
Yes, I will hold. Thank you.
Okay, what action are you holding?
I will hold a sacred flame. It's
Excellent.
going to be on sight
Cool,
in case I see a creature that would attack one of my friends.
Perfect.
Or look like it would attack one of my friends. Or look meanly at my friends. Is that precise enough to you?
No, each time I try to confirm what you're saying, you say something else. I'm like, Jesus, woman.
If they said that, my friends.
I am an analyst and I work with very precise criteria. So I've just given you 3 very precise criteria of if then this will happen. So
Right.
I think it's pretty clear.
Are you staying put?
Let me analyze the situation.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know how to move my character, but can I?
I
get
know, because you
closer
keep
to-
drawing shit. I don't know why you're doing that.
Oh,
I'll tell you
okay,
what.
I had to- Okay, yeah. Oh,
There you
that's
go.
Not, oh no, that's not how. Oh, how do I move it? No, I don't know. Can I get next to Asta, please?
On the top or bottom side of her?
Top.
You want to be a top? Okay. There you
I'd
go.
like to pop her. Yes.
Yes. I think if you look at the far side of Foundry, at the top right, the icon should be token controls. If you just click that, I think you'll be able to move your character. If not, let me know and I'll try and work it out for you.
That's
Upper left
for-
corner, little person.
Yeah, thank
That's
you.
for me in 3 months when I have more sleep in my body. But thank you.
No worries, no worries.
I-
All right, so with that, it is Creature's turn. So we can get rid of this guy because he's been mutilated and killed and all that good stuff. But, crazy as it sounds, the tunnels are linked. And he pops out! Huzzah!
Oh, the
Oh.
twist.
Now, I will say, yes, Neff, you get a shot. But I made sure to say that Asta does not because she's facing the wrong way.
Can
So
I
Neff.
use my reaction
Yes.
to drop down?
To drop down? Like, to get down, you mean?
So that Neff can have a clear shot of Sacred Flame.
Oh, for flavor, for sure. I wouldn't have put that against you. Yeah, go ahead, Neff.
I'm already missing an eyebrow.
It's going down. I'm yelling Sacred Flame. Give me. Oh, is the DC dexterity thing still dexterity, or is it still changed to charisma?
It's still it's dexterity.
Okay, give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
You got it.
Yeah,
Ba-bow.
Get
Oh,
four.
6.
I give you some damage. You take a 4.
Excellent. Let's check on this guy. All right, let's see what's going on.
And notice that I did pew 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 like 4 times.
You did do pew 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 pew.
I know.
But as it ejects from its little hidey hole, ba-bam! Wesley, strength saving throw, please.
It doesn't attack first.
No, because it leaps first.
16, 17.
Oh, I think you're good. Yeah, you're golden. Right on, right on. But it will
I
follow
might
up
go
with a bite attack. What do you mean I'm not targeting? There we go. What the shit? I'm not trying to play him. I'm trying to kill him. What the fuck? There we go. All right. So, oh, I think you're good. Do you
Yep.
survive an 8?
Surprisingly, yes.
Excellent.
Both Wesley's just sidestep in the opposite direction, forcing it to go cross-eyed. Because one eye's watching the other. It just...
Oh, you froze. Oh, shit. All right. But with that, it will take a few cautious steps back into the woods.
reaction.
You got it. Go for it.
Where's my stuff? Sword. Disadvantage. Oh, I miss.
Oh, just by 1.
Hmm.
Fuck you, dice gods. All right. Good effort, though. But it is got half cover now. So, with that, we will move on. It is Mr. Wyatt's turn. What would you like to do?
Seeing where the weasel went, I would like to hold my action. Rifle at the ready.
Mm-hmm.
Friggin' steely gaze.
And what is your action?
I will shoot the face off of that thing if he pops his head out.
Well,
That's my criteria.
I'll tell you what. We're going to do one thing just for flavor. It's not going to be costly to anybody. You will see the weasel kind of second guessing himself, and he does pop out for an instance.
Boom! Bang! I went back.
All right,
Okay.
go for it.
Let's go. Fuck yes. 25.
25.
Bitch.
Click. and that spooks the weasel back again.
I forgot.
Reload.
Oh, no. I have to look up what that is. But
That worked out brilliantly. That worked out brilliantly.
move
I
along.
love this. So yes, you have 2 shots, but after 2 shots, you need to spend an action to reload your weapon. Now, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. There's the misfire as well. If you roll a 3 or lower, your gun jams, and you have to spend an action to repair it.
Yes.
So maybe if you spend a lot of time tinkering with it on your off time, maybe that number goes down a little bit. Or maybe you get advantage. We shall see.
All right.
All right. But I didn't want to take Wesley's turn away. It is your turn now, Wesley. Thank you for giving me that time there.
Wesley's going to look at this weasel as almost as if when he would be in the deep ocean chasing after prey and such, and just let out a very quiet haunting sound. And I will use dissonant whispers.
Excellent.
Cast the spell. So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Coming up.
So it fails, and it
Yep.
takes 10, I believe, psychic damage, and it must immediately use its reaction if available to run away. It doesn't move into obviously danger ground, such as fire or pit, but you know, it's got to use its full movement speed.
Okay. So I will say as a reaction, you hear it go, "Ah!" and it tears ass into
woke
the
up-
woods
oh.
beyond and out of sight. You guys
Oh.
survived your combat. Nobody died. Nobody's unconscious.
No, he died,
Everything's sunshine and rainbows. Jason's not to blame anymore. Yay!
And most importantly, he's not gonna come back to a dead character.
That's the important part.
That's the
Yes.
most important part.
Yes.
You are all ready to jump on my back for killing her.
Yes, but I
would've-
give out the inspiration dice, so
I
they want to
also
be on
would've
my
made
good
fun of
side.
whomever. If somebody
I
had
just want to
killed her,
remind
I
our
would have made
audience
fun
that
of
they
them.
can also give us inspiration dice.
Oh,
If
say
you
that
feel
again.
like
Say that again.
Jason
That's
is-
fun.
I just want to remind our audience that you can also give us inspiration dice if you feel like Jason is not being generous enough.
Hey, where are you?
Wait, can
You're
I
okay.
use my 100,000k points?
Don't say that out loud. But yes, technically you can.
No, I would never.
Maybe not. Don't spit it on yourself, but yeah.
No.
That is too funny. Let me just move this out of the face there. All right. With that, you guys survived an attack from these ginormous weasel creatures. You scored a bit of its blood and some samples from its fur or flesh. But you still have a long day's journey ahead of you in the morning. And we just finished off Neff's unfortunately unsuccessful watch for the evening.
There was no sex.
Well, not this night, no.
And
So-
you will not be.
Yeah, who do we remember who the first watch was? Last
Asta.
Asta? Okay.
It-
So I will say if you guys roll 2 more successes, of one of which has to be above a 15, no one gets exhausted tomorrow morning. So, between Wyatt and Wesley, the W's, who wants to take the next watch?
why it's all pumped up.
Okay.
Pumped up. And he's like, I got it. And he'll go and like start hauling the weasel off of the property.
Such a weird phrase.
Inspecting it quickly, like opening its mouth and looking in its eye, or what's left of its eye, on the other side, and just was like looking for weird organs in different spots where they should not be.
Okay, make a survival check.
Uh,
Weird organs where they should not be? What do you mean?
As in regards to the first creatures that we dealt with.
Thank you.
as Wesley goes back to sleep, before it dissipates, the gore-covered mirror image just crouches in front of Wyatt and just gives him the finger and just dissipates.
Wyatt looks around for Wesley and goes, "What did I do to you?"
Wesley's like heads back, laying on the log. You're the one that put guts all over it.
Oh, right. I see. You're bothered by guts. Okay, right. Yes.
Wesley's in pristine condition still, except for a mild smell.
He's just old man muttering to himself. He goes, "Freaking these highfalutin children from the city, afraid of a little blood." And I got a 12 for my weasel inspection.
Excellent. 12 gets you the same kind of thing that Wesley got. Maybe you get a weasel paw as well.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say that.
Okay, I'll add it to the journal.
Sounds good. All right. I see what I did wrong. Okay. All right. So,
Have we dug up any roots or earth yet on our journey? Does anyone remember?
not that I remember. Nope.
I was gonna, when I took one.
I will allow you. By all
I mean, you
means.
could do it. I was just gonna be like, by the way, I take like a stump or like part of a stump. Like it was gonna be a passing thing.
Yeah.
So if you want to take it and add it to yours, you go ahead. I got the blood and fur. Like.
We'll I'll be like muttering about it. It's like, well, I guess this 110 as he drops the pie, and you're like, oh, a little nice spade.
For that, I will get you guys to make another survival check.
Okay. Do you want to do it with advantage, or should we do separate?
Well, what is your you
We're
can do yours with advantage because
We are-
and I can give you assist.
Okay. Because we
Guidance.
sort of. Oh, guidance. Thank you. Where are you?
So advantage and guidance.
On a survival check.
Yes.
Yep. Advantage.
Nice. 22.
17 plus 1d4.
Come on, 3. Nope.
Uh,
That's okay. 23 is
Oh.
great.
It's pretty good.
So knowing the importance of like finding something that is pretty much rooted, pardon the pun, in like the surrounding area, you do find the oldest, thickest looking tree and carve out a good chunk of its bark. So you have that as well.
All right.
And I will go onto the map here. And we shall, whoops, don't want that. I want, nope. Yes. So I will say probably right around, yeah. If you guys are on the map, well, I'll bring you there for a second. You're on the map right now.
I'm already there.
So if you see where Blade Garden is, there's the little green square. And just to the northwest of it, there's another one. And that's where you've collected the sample.
Oh, we're by Hupperduke.
Yeah. You're about halfway between the two.
Wyatt doesn't know it, but I do.
All right. So now, who is taking the first watch? Wesley or Wyatt? Go for it.
The cooler of the W's. Oh.
sure thing. Old
I
man.
am.
Go for it. Yep.
Perceptions?
Mm-hmm.
Can we cheat one of the perception checks?
Oh, we could
Not
get a
wait.
20.
And not waste it. Because we can just get a free 20.
We can get a free 20, but Asta, well, I guess we're
It gets
just
re-rolled
betting
in the
down.
morning. It gets re-rolled in the
Daddy,
morning.
what do you say? Can
Well-
we use a portent dice?
She just has to say it's used.
Well, here's the thing, because technically she would have to be aware of it. If she's going to sleep, I'd say no.
But I mean, she also wouldn't fall asleep immediately. It takes... And you
I
can be like, she sees why it's starting to pace. She could be like, there you go.
I like seeing rolls. Let's see this.
Okay, I wasn't going to argue that one too hard.
I'll tell you what, to make up for it, the loss of the 20 this game, we'll say that when she rolls her portent dice, she can roll advantage to see if she gets a better roll on one of her dice.
It's like,
Yeah.
can I use an inspiration? I have like 3 of them.
I think you still have a bardic inspiration as well.
How do you have 3?
Because you've given me 3 and I hoard them.
Oh
am I
shit, no
only supposed to
hoarding
have
after
one of
this,
each
by the way.
Am I only supposed to have 1?
Yeah.
Okay, well, ignore the other 2. I
Oh,
have
okay.
1 inspiration. I'm going
Okay.
to use it.
There you go.
And you have the bardic inspiration, because it doesn't go away with me sleeping. It's just 10 minutes. So,
Okay, let's do bardic inspiration first.
Okay.
So 11, I have to hit a 15, yeah?
Yeah, if you want to have
It's
like,
a 6. It's a 6. It's a 6. It's
I
a
trust
6.
you. I trust
It's 6.
you just wanted to show off your boobies.
Big old fun bags. So 17. Inspiration intact.
Excellent. So, regardless of how the next roll goes, you guys will not wake up exhausted. But with that, your watch goes uneventful, and time for the last watch of the night. You.
Yeah. As Wesley sits by the fire and just looks around, is gonna just strum softly.
Oh,
22.
excellent. Before you know it, the sun is rising in the east. Where does it rise? Over yonder. And a new day has dawned. And as you guys stretch your limbs, crick your backs, look at the wounds that you suffered last night to see how they're healing and coming together, the ideas of little niblets that you want to kind of chew on before you head off onto the road again, deciding which of your provisions you're going to dive into. We will find out what that feast has in store when we come back from our bathroom break. Hey. Well, thank you everybody for hanging out so far. Oh, that was a fun combat. That was a lot of good stuff there.
Like it.
That was great.
That was good.
All right. Well, everybody in the chat. What's that? Oh, sweet.
Still asleep.
Excellent, excellent. All right. Well, we'll try and keep, get you back so we don't have to like wake up the dog or anything like that. So we're going to take a quick bathroom break, probably just 10 minutes this time, not too long. But everybody keep hanging out in the chat room. Love seeing you guys there. While we're gone, you're going to get to see the emotes that we got from Nicola Nora, who provided those for our lovely subscribers on Twitch.
Oh, and also hello to Nicola's new family.
Is she
Hey,
pregnant?
The kittens.
Oh.
There's kittens.
Oh, she's got kittens.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nicola has 2 new kittens.
hey.
Bonded pair.
Amazing. Pets for everybody. Here's a pet. You get a pet. You get a pet. You get a pet.
The Oddities is a pet-friendly channel.
Absolutely.
100%.
As you
But-
hear the dogs.
But we would be remiss if we did not mention that there is also an art reel from the fabulous Chuck Monty showing off some of our campaign 1 adventures. So please enjoy those as I try to nonchalantly burp. And we will see you in about 10 minutes. Stick around, folks. Hello, and welcome back. So, after having survived the attack from the albino death weasel, and yes, I picked it because that is metal as fuck.
It's also how you can describe both Chuck and I.
That's true. That's true.
What about me?
You don't have white hair.
I do.
You got the,
I do.
You got the pastiness, but you don't have the like all over
I did
pastiness.
have white hair like a long time ago.
This
but
is true, but
now I lie about it.
now you
Yeah,
have
but yours,
color, and
both yours is by choice. Okay, mine is not.
my eyebrows aren't my choice.
Jason, if it can make you feel better, there.
Yes.
My eyebrows. I have white hair in my eyebrows. This is white hair. This is just an illusion and a
This
lie.
is color. This is hair color
Hair
on my
color.
eyebrows.
That doesn't make me feel better. That just tells me that the passage of time is a real thing, and I'm living an illusion in my head.
It is, and it is a blessing.
Sure. Anyway, speaking of the passage of time, morning has come for you guys. You've all arisen from the not so dead. Yay! Congratulations.
Yippee!
Now, before you head back out in the general western direction, is there anything anybody wanted to do before that?
Neff will like wake up and just be kind of like acknowledge that the night was a little rough.
Yeah.
Maybe I just an idea. It seems like I'm noticing a bit of a pattern. Every time I'm on like the first few watches, I'm not really good at it. I want to point that out before someone else point it out. I kind of feel bad about it. Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's just a coincidence.
Maybe I'll be better at like the last watch than like the first few watch. Like, you know?
If you want to start taking last watch, I ain't got no problem with that. But I will tell you this: quite a few of you are like new, traveling through woods, and making sure nothing's creeping up on us at night. This comes with practice, and you just got to make sure if something's, distracting you, you got to just focus and keep your eyes on the prize.
The prize is surviving.
The prize is being alive. Yeah.
Okay, not a metaphor. Okay, not a trophy.
No, not a trophy.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm just worried because I don't understand why a creature would attack us. That's kind of mean.
Well,
Predators. They gotta eat.
It's also, I don't think meanness comes into it. I think it's just hunger.
Plus, we were sleeping up top of their home, or part of it.
Yeah.
But why did you do that?
Was.
We didn't see the holes.
Asta pops up. She goes, "I'm sorry, I chose the campsite." It's like, again, practice. Practice will make sure we have a little inspection. Make sure we're in a safer place.
I wonder.
You'll get there. You'll get there.
I wonder if there's a way to optimize. And then Neff will just like open her book and carry on as the group starts walking along. She's just kind of like researching and her encyclopedia that she's carrying with her.
And the analyst comes out. All right. Well, I mean, we've got a lot of ground to cover. We're still heading west. The smell is still abound. It is surrounding us, so I say we keep going the direction we're going.
Lead the way.
We have a small ration breakfast, I assume. Wyatt looks at the weasel, but its coloration being from a suspicious type of folk, he probably would not take the meat because of the coloration of the albino weasel.
Okay.
Yes, I know it's a little bigoted, but doesn't trust it.
Plus the fact that it is 6 feet tall, 12 with the tail. So maybe there was some mutation going on there.
You ain't seen nothing like that.
Yeah. All right. Well, with that, as you all head out back to the overgrown path leading out west once more, your stomachs gurgle as the rotten citrus stench in the air seems to get thicker with the warm morning. Mile after mile, you continue down this forgotten pathway that you hope is leading to the source of what you've come to accomplish, whatever that may be. Even without the trail underfoot, you're convinced that the smell alone could lead you to the source, as with every passing hour and every few miles underfoot, you all find little tricks to distract yourself from the feeling that you could retch if you get much deeper into this foul odor in the air. After a few dozen miles of traveling on foot, you can see the outlines of rooftops in the distance. Before long, you can see a rock wall about waist high and wooden fences around larger barn-like buildings. The air is thick and choking, being this close to the village. But you've certainly... Excuse me? Can't please everybody. But you have certainly found the source of this pungent and potent smell. Anyone who is proficient can make a perception check.
Yippee. Whoa.
Guidance to whoever needs it.
I'll take it. But
Asta is proficient, but we'll see what Wesley does.
11.
11? Okay, well, we'll give
Okay.
Asta a shot. Why not?
Let's go, Asta. That's a +3. So, dun-dun-dun.
Oh, you got it,
And-
Chuck?
I got it, baby.
Excellent.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we get a long rest?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
sorry. If you haven't taken it, please do a long rest as well.
That's an 18 for Asta via Wyatt.
Excellent. And that was 11 for Wesley?
Yep.
Okay. So I will say, Wesley, your nose is telling you to expect the worst at this point. But Asta's eyes notice that there is no smoke coming from any of the chimneys on the few roofs that you can see from this distance.
See, now that's a good eye. See, you're already improving.
Thank you. I am studying a little bit as we go along.
I think Asa would be like, I needed no improving, just simply some fine tuning.
I need to know improving, just some fine tuning.
Thank you.
Ari's going to watch this clip and she's going to be, no, the inflection is wrong. You need more French.
She's gonna look at, watch this and be like, I'm never leaving Asta in these fools' control again.
Chuck
Gonna
almost
leave it?
murdered me.
Some very detailed instructions of next time my character just has a concussion and you're not allowed to play her.
Low flying tree branch, baby.
Yeah. All right. So.
All right. So okay. Before we start heading in there, guns a blazing. pardon the pun there. I mean Anyhow, I'm not good at puns. Everybody, head on a swivel. Move slow. Move quiet. We don't know what's in there waiting for us. Yes, Neff.
What do you mean, guns a-blazing?
Oh, my new raffle thing that.
And with that, Wyatt has invented a new catchphrase in all of Exandria. So please explain this new turn of phrase.
I don't understand what you mean.
Oh, so the blacksmith back at the Oddities HQ has been tinkering with something. Remember the big boom that I was making last night with this stick?
Well, yeah, I'm familiar with this kind of weapon.
No, you're not.
No,
I've
you're
read
not.
about them? No, oh, okay, never mind.
No, you even haven't.
Not even in fantasy novels?
Nope.
I think they were invented like a decade ago in Taldore
if that.
I can
If
give you a
that
little
is-
bit of a history because, if I may, Chuck would have been told this after some conversations during that week, so she can relay this to you guys as well, so you're up to speed. So she came across this design from Hupperduke, actually, because they, on sort of like a black market Craigslist kind of thing, got blueprints for these things, and they're going to be using it for their military. And somehow the blacksmith at HQ, whose name I totally remember, Stig, out drinking one night, someone was trying to show off. They showed her the blueprints, and she's a quick study. So she got a hold of that. She tried her own hand at making it. But as for common knowledge about everybody, it's pretty much like a Hupperduke thing until it explodes across Exandria to most of the military. So right now, you are a rare person who is carrying around one of these things that no one has rightly seen outside of like a military compound.
I will adapt Neff's response to like, is it like a magic wand?
Yeah, but instead of like magic, it uses like fire and exploding powder, and it basically shoots these little ball bearings, and he pulls it out real fast into other things.
So like magic.
Sure, yeah, the magic of science, I guess. I mean, it took me a couple tries to get it, but Stig eventually explained it in a way I could understand.
So I mean, with magic, sometimes you need to have certain elements to cast specific spells. So if that sounds like what you're describing, you need your stick and this powder and fire.
And the little metal balls is very important to have them.
Oh, metal balls. Okay.
It
Sounds
is
like a
it is
modified
new.
Fireball.
I guess so. I don't know much about magic, but yeah, for sure. The way you're describing it sounds very much like magic. Well, dude, well done. That's some darn good thinking.
Anyway, so when you say guns blazing,
Basically, at the end of the barrel, when the powder goes off, it creates a blaze or a flare, and so when you go in, I guess the guns are blazing, you go in shooting, creating lots of noise. This thing is noisy, I'll give you that. And I don't know if you noticed, but I had a little bit of trouble with it. I'm getting used to it. It's a lot louder, but it's a lot more powerful than a bow. It doesn't hurt my shoulder as much.
I feel like Asa would be at this very moment. She would say something like, "To be frank, I don't think anyone noticed."
Yes.
And Neff would say something along the lines of like, I think what you're trying to say is we shouldn't go in fireballing.
Correct, or sacred flaming, or anything what have you. We go in quiet, we go in slow, we clear the area, make sure there's nothing hiding for us. I remember way back when we stumbled across a goblin village. It was abandoned like this. We did the same thing and got out of there all in one piece.
Nev looks at Wesley and Asa, and she's like, I think that was always the intent.
We? Who? You used to have a crew?
Who, what, me?
Yeah.
I've worked with people in the past.
I'm excited to hear about that.
All right, let's go.
Uh,
Just shuts it down. It's like, no.
As we approach the fence, Wesley's going to take part of the fence and shove it in the bag.
Ooh, that's a tall order, that one.
If
there's,
Stardew has taught me
crumbling-
anything, fences go.
Yeah, if it's been abandoned, I'm assuming like part of the fence is like crumbling.
Oh, stone? Is it stone, Jason?
Yeah, it's like brick mortar, kind of like heavy stones set into and like concreted in, if that's what they used back in the day. And the fence posts are like
Mortar?
solid.
All right. Well, I'm not going to argue with that. It seems reasonable to Wyatt.
You'll have opportunities though, so I will let you know when you get one.
All right. Wyatt's going to be quiet.
Okay.
Quiet Wyatt. Quiet Wyatt.
So are you guys heading into the village proper? Is that what I'm getting?
Yeah, I guess we haven't really planned in if we're just going to walk in on the main road or we're going to creep in around the perimeter first.
It's up to you.
I recommend we creep in around the perimeter, get a good scope of what everything is. Y'all in agreement?
I guess you know best about creeping.
Sure.
Because you're creepy.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but yes.
It was implied by Neff. I can hear it in her little bird chirp.
I'm an old creeper. Let's go.
Excellent. All right. So, cautiously, you all scout the village as best you can on the outskirts of its stone wall. Now, within, you do see fencing that would keep in animals and everything like that, and you do see buildings. But the stone wall keeps you at a distance from all that. So anything you're trying to perceive within the village proper, it's a little too far out of your sight range to actually get a good look.
But movement or anything like that, we're not getting.
Well, make a perception check.
Oh la
Please and
la.
thank
Actually, Asta, while we're looking around, would you send up your little bat friend? Give us a hand here?
Yes, up you go, Figaro.
Figure out.
She's not here. She can't tell me different.
All right. Maybe Asta rolls perception with advantage?
Yeah, if you're the one who called it and you're asking her to do it, yeah, go for it.
Awesome, possum. Okay, so that's +3. La 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 la. I'm getting used to these controls. Lovely. Natural 20.
Chat,
Thank you, best
blow
friend.
up for a natural 20, please and thank you. For a player who's not here. Because we love her dearly. So, with that, with a natural 20, what is the bat's name again? What is it actually?
It's either
Vesper.
Vespa or Vesper.
Vesper.
With an R.
Vesper.
Got it. So Vesper takes off and Asta kind of hones in on their senses a little bit. And flapping around, she goes around and typical buildings, homes, shops, all that kind of stuff. Nobody seems to be out on the street right now. She flies overhead to the central area of the town, and there seems to be a tree in the center, but again, no signs of people out and about. She kind of swoops back towards the way you guys came in from, and there's a couple of barns with some fenced-in areas. Doesn't seem to be any animals outside or anything like that. I will say it is still early morning afternoon. You guys got there fairly quickly, but still, you would expect to see somebody out and about. But after a good 30 minutes or so, Vesper comes back and sits back on Asta's shoulder before hopping back underneath her her hat. Oh, one thing I will mention, when you guys did arrive down the main road, there was a stone archway that leads to the main kind of center of town. So I'd say at this point you guys got to, I'd say, the rear, where there's an exit as well.
Should we split off in two so we can cover a bit more ground and walk parallel to each other?
I feel like last time we split up, it didn't go so well.
We were a group last time when we started fighting.
No, but we were split up before, and then things.
No,
went-
we split up before and then met at the tavern. and then went as a group.
Yeah, so we should stay as a group.
But when we were a group, we all almost died.
Yeah, so
Or-
we should stay together.
Or if we're split, if something were to happen, the other two would be able to get the surprise on anything. And I mean, I think we should just split up so we just cover more ground. We still stay in eyesight of each other.
How about this? Jason, if you could field my question of how is this town laid out? Is it a big circle and then smaller concentric circles as we get towards the center of town?
So if you imagine the stone wall is a square,
Okay, square.
large perimeter. There are two entranceways. There's stone archways that kind of lead into a main road that goes to the center, wherever that middle is. You don't really see it too well. And then there are certain houses that kind of go around in a circular kind of fashion outwards. And then there's two barns from the southern entrance, we'll say, that would have like animals and like pens and all that kind of stuff.
How about two of us take the outermost street, the other two parallel one street over, so we're still within calling distance, and then we will see each other where the buildings have gaps. Does that sound like a reasonable compromise?
Are you saying come in like a pincer kind of thing?
No.
There's only one road.
Basically, oh, there's no surrounding areas to walk through, like
Well, like
around
you
the
can
buildings?
go in, and then there's buildings, and there's like not necessarily alleyways, but there's
Lanes?
space in between them. Yeah, everything's pretty compact.
Okay. Wyatt looks like he's thinking and will field any suggestions.
I was just thinking of spreading a little so we can just get more vision, but if it looks like that isn't possible, let's just move on in. We're not going to get any answers sitting out here.
Yeah, unless like if it was a bit different, then I would recommend going building to building, but or at least starting off with one of the outermost buildings, taking a look inside, seeing if we can't gain any more insight as to what's going on here. Maybe even talk to somebody, but this place doesn't look like it's got anybody there, but you don't know who's hiding in them houses.
Well, best way to know is to kick open the door and see who reacts.
Well, I mean, we could knock, or peer in through windows.
One's more fun.
I bet it's impolite.
I doubt anyone here would care.
I feel like the kicking the door thing is like the guns blazing you were talking about, but without the fireball.
All
Or
right.
A foot. Do we want to use the
Jason-
foot?
No, we
Okay.
don't. Jason, the closest building to the north entrance is where we're at now.
Yep.
The closest building to us with a visible window. We're gonna creep up to it and have a little look-see.
So you guys are heading in past the wall?
Yes.
I don't like how he said that. I don't like how he said, look at his face. Look at his little cheeky face. So cheeky.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is that a yes?
Right.
Thank you. All right. With that, stepping up to the stone-arched entranceway to the village proper, you take a moment to look around for any sign of life or death beyond the threshold. And as you pass the boundary of the stone walls surrounding its outskirts, the shock to your senses is alarming. That stench, the foul odor of rotten fruit that has plagued you for almost 50 miles, is gone. Greedily, You take in massive gulps of fresh air, now peppered with the typical farm aromas of hay, feed, and animals that would be held within the fenced pens on either side of the roadway. But you don't see any animals grazing. None running around. No carcasses that would explain the odor that permeated the open air beyond these walls. You keep that in mind as you cautiously cover the distance to the town proper. Walking the cobblestones in dirt roads, you pass by building after building with its doors closed and windows shut. And we'll trail back to your action there in a minute. You find there's a dampness to the earth and stray puddles where the ground has sunk in. Even though it didn't rain last night and you can't remember the last time it did. The homes seem to be standing sturdy and no state of disrepair can be seen from where you inspect inside windows and doorways. And the deeper into the heart of the village you go, the more your sense of unease pokes at your courage. By the time you reach the center of the village, after inspecting one house after another and another, you see a great gnarled tree standing tall in its center. Thick arthritic branches extend to the sky without a single leaf in its canopy.
Everyone hydrate.
Are we?
Hydrate, everyone.
Yeah. Are we hearing these sounds, or is this for ambiance? There's a lot of animals. I hear.
Is there?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
I'm not vibing with it.
Wesley's gonna just approach the tree.
Okay.
Just try to see what's up.
Real quick,
Yeah.
thank you for the shout out in your Discord, Solid D&D. That's awesome. Very kind of you.
10 DD.
My apologies. I forgot the 10. Sorry, I was distracted. I'm going to be honest with you, Xander. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna try to just approach the tree
Mm-hmm.
to see if it's like what's up with it. Just to be like, okay, trees normally work like this while they're diseased or winter.
Right.
And it's not winter. And it looks like it's getting enough water. So just to kind of see if it gives off any ooky spooky vibes, you know.
Okay. Are you leaning towards more arcane or nature?
I think at the start, arcane, nature.
Okay, I'll get you to pick one or the other.
I meant,
Now it's like, oh no.
I'm gonna say nature.
Okay,
I'm gonna say nature.
let's see a nature roll.
Nature.
Oh,
That's so mean.
that's awful.
So you approach the tree. You touch the tree.
Mhm.
You listen to the tree. You mention to the group to see if there's anything over there, and you quickly lick the tree.
Wesley would never.
The fumes must have been getting to you. Yeah, it's getting a little weird. No, but you really don't notice anything out of the ordinary. You do see that from all angles, it looks as if it's just out of season, but you know it's not.
Yeah. Hmm.
Neff.
The soundtrack has a lot of sounds of birds and chicken.
Yeah, cows and pigs. Are we hearing that? Is there
Are we hearing
barn
that,
animals?
or is that the vibe?
I don't control the entire sound itself. I read the
is Neff-
titles and I go, looks good to me.
Cool. My question
Okay.
is Neff hearing distressed chickens?
No.
Okay, thank you. Wanted to clarify.
It's all good. I'm just grinning and bearing it.
It does sound blighted, though.
Thank you.
Can
That's the
I-
name of the track.
I know. When I went to lower it, because it was creeping me out.
Yeah, good.
This
Then
is
that's the
actually what he
intended thing. Yes.
This is his sleep aid.
Yeah.
I woke up dark.
Solid
Oh,
10. What do you
no.
mean you don't trust the tree? The tree is great.
Can I check the soil of the tree? Like, being someone who might recognize blighted soil.
For sure.
maybe?
For sure. I will get you to make a nature check as well, please.
Absolutely.
Ooh. 16.
Not bad.
So, touching the surface of the soil, you instantly feel that there's some moisture within it. And you grab a handful to kind of riff through it a little bit. And you notice that just below the surface, like the very thinnest surface of it, it's dry as a bone. And there's little white kind of specks within it. Like kind of like how you find like little chunky things in fertilizer. It's a bit like that. And I will say, at that point, to backtrack to Wesley for a second, that they suggest sample that shit.
All right. I will also put some in my mouth.
Excellent.
Is it?
Make a
Is it
Constitution saving throw.
I will. I will. Happily. La 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 la. Constitution saving throw.
And yes,
Oh,
White, the
God.
tree is making all the animal noises. It's like
Oh,
one of those
no.
toys from childhood where you flip the can over and
Oh, there. I can never find Constitution saving throw on this thing.
No
Okay,
worries.
there we go. $14?
Excellent. You are eating dirt.
Okay. But there's no fertilizer in it.
No.
There's dirt and then there's shit.
There's dirt and then there's a little bit of a chalky substance in there, like cracky almost. But that's about it.
All right, let's bag this up. I
right.
can't make head nor tails of this. It is unusually dry, despite everything seems to have a wet sheen on it.
Huh.
Yeah,
How weird.
I don't know. I don't really see nothing like it.
This isn't. I guess we should start looking in buildings, see if there's any clues or anything. This is not my area of expertise.
Oh,
Oh, hello.
You all turn to look behind you as a portly man stands atop the staircase leading to one of the larger homes in the village center. His waistcoat stretched taut across his belly, holding together for who knows how much longer. He quickly tries to pull up his belt line that refuses to rise any further, and with a tweak to the ends of his mustache and a slight adjustment to the top hat on his head, he slowly strides down the stairs with open arms to you all in welcome.
My, it's been some time since we've had anyone visit our fair community. Welcome, travelers. I dare hope that our meeting is not by mistake. Augustus Treadstone, at your service. I am the head man of our fair village of Amber Hall.
Nice meeting you, Mr. Pemblestone.
Nope, it is Treadstone.
Treadstone.
It's a trip
Sorry.
of the tongue, I will grant you that.
There's a feather stuck in my canal here. I need to work on that.
Oh,
Sorry.
apologies, I did not know you were so afflicted.
Yeah, it's. I need to find a specialist.
Mr. Treadstone, a pleasure to meet you here.
A good evening, yes. Or a good day, I should say.
A good day, yeah, for sure. Sorry, we weren't aware anybody was living here.
Oh, quite. There's a whole handful of us around here somewhere. I believe over yonder you will find the Sandstone Homestead, and over there we have the Whetstone Farmstead, and here are the Redstones. They're new to us. There's the Hardstones just down by the southern side there. They've been here the longest out of all of us. And funny enough, the Newstone are cousins to the Hardstone, but they're not so new anymore. They've been here quite some time as well. But enough about me. What brings you to our fair village this day?
Well, the horrendous smell that comes from it when you are outside the village fence and trying to figure out why it is
The
creating such a
particular-
horrible smell.
Nasty business. I dare hope that it was kindness that made you all so brave, so bold, to brave such foulness to come to our doorstep. Terrible business, just terrible. You may not believe in such tall tales, but this village has fallen victim to a witch's curse.
We all look at Asta.
What the fuck you looking
Why
at
it
me
looks
for?
like- Why it looks shocked.
I feel like Asta would be like, I doubt such a thing is possible.
Oh,
Carry
but
on.
it is. Oh, I blame myself most of all. It weren't I who had brought the witch into our homes and hearts, but nor did I stop the fiend before it was too late.
It sounds like you say something from a fairy tale. Let's sniff.
Oh, you're not far off, young child. Not far off at all. You see, there was a child in poor health, and none of our tonics nor tinctures would do much to aid the poor thing. Her mother had heard tale of a witch in the woods, and thought that what our hands could not heal, perhaps she would be of help. But alas, kindness was absent from that wicked woman's heart. Oh, she came to our aid, all right, but she proved false. She claimed to have healed the child, and yet for days the young one writhed in pain and agony before passing on. I'm not convinced that the foul creature didn't steal away the poor girl's soul, used it for more of her foul deeds. Every day since then, our village has sunk and suffered more and more. Our animals cannot eat, for the ground doesn't grow. We cannot drink because our water has run afoul. We cannot call for aid, for we can barely make a journey beyond the village. And none will come, most likely from the ominous stench that plagues us beyond these walls, as you have mentioned.
Insight check.
Well,
Go for it.
19.
19. Amazing. You get the sense that he is telling the truth. As bombastic as he is presenting it, you get the feeling that he has told this story more than once and has put some inflection on a lot of the details, but it doesn't seem like he's fibbing for the most part. They're
Slightly embellished.
slightly embellished, sure. You do get the hint that he is leading you on to something.
Yes.
May I ask? Does the family of the child still live?
Oh, quite so, yes. She lives just down the way there. I can take you to meet her if you like. I'm not sure she's up for visitors at the moment, but we can try. There's no harm in meeting new faces and new friends.
I think it would greatly aid in our investigation if you could help us convince.
Oh, is there an investigation I'm not aware of?
Not an investigation. I mean, like our own personal investigation and trying to resolve this horrible smell. If we can call ourselves investigators, if you will. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you with the word investigation.
No,
Research, perhaps, is more appropriate.
Scared is not my word of choice. More of interest, if I may say so.
Yes, it would help our research.
Oh, this is a marvelous day indeed.
Yes, it is.
Is there just so we have all the information, is there anything that happened to the witch or that might have caused her to act in such a way after promising to aid you?
There was no discussion of payment or anything on our behalf, if that is what you're insinuating.
No, I mean, did somebody insult her or demand anything or anything of the sort that might put a
The only
sour
demand
taste in
that
her
we
mouth?
made from our end was to aid the child who was suffering. We so wanted her to be better.
You
Oh,
happen to know what demand the witch made for payment? You know, sometimes practitioners of magic request payment in exchange for their services.
no request was made on behalf of the witch.
Interesting.
Indeed.
And where is she, the witch?
Well, I will take you to the young mother herself, for she was the one who brought the witch to our attention in the first place. She would be best to tell you where to locate this creature. Speaking of which, if this is an engagement of a transaction of actions upon our behalf, I will say we once had wealth here, you know, all manner of stones beneath the earth here held precious minerals and gems. A fine village it once was. Fine profit to be had, if you catch my meaning. I would be very generous to anyone who would be capable of lifting the curse that this wicked woman has placed upon us. That is, if you or anyone you would be capable of taking on such a dangerous task. If you know of people of this kind of line of work, I'm just saying.
Let us talk to the family first, and then we can see how we can help.
Quite right, infected one. Let's go right this way.
As we're walking,
I
Wesley
give-
is going to hold Wyatt's shoulder and just kind of pull him back a little, just so he kind of leans back some. Because I'm sure Neff is just most of his attention because she's adorable and people also don't see owlings often. And Wesley's gonna go over to Wyatt going, I don't like when somebody chooses their words in a way to make me believe something.
I was there. It felt like a play. Like he was performing.
Or it could be the DM's bad acting.
It felt like a high school production of Our Town.
Let's not hurt my pride right now.
This is
I
the
will
first time
hurt
we
your
see
face.
it. Neff is gonna give you the owl 180-degree head turnaround and just look at you and just be like, give you the eyes of like, this guy's weird. Ugh.
This guy.
It's just,
What? What's wrong?
I wish my neck could do that sometimes.
It can't? What do you mean?
Wesley's gonna lean in closer to Wyatt.
And he's just
That
gonna
ain't
look
right.
back and look front and just be like, "Ooh, what's wrong with them? Like, why can't you turn your neck?"
Wyatt just like, after listening to the comments, he goes, "Oh God, that's a sex thing, isn't it? That's why you want to do that with your neck, you weirdo."
No, it's to crack my neck. I mean, actually.
Neff is gonna turn around again and be like, "I can hear you."
Oh my god. But yeah.
And Wyatt will stay frosty, and he'll let the others sort of deal with this guy as he kind of like takes guard, falls back, and is keeping his eyes on everything.
Okay.
Or for movement, people watching, any incoming attack, etc.
I will get you to make a perception check.
Oh, perception check, please.
Guidance.
Got it.
Guidance.
I will say,
I won't need it.
oh yeah!
Fucking at 20.
Nice. I will say, just when it comes to guidance and everything like that, if it's something that the character is like actively saying, "Hey, I'm doing this thing," cool, no problem. But if it's like, we'll go for it like right now. I don't mind, but like I'll be a little more hardcore as we get further into the campaign a little bit, just because if it's something like insight, perception, it might just be an internal thing, but not a huge deal right now. Because
Tell us your inner monologue, please.
yes, I will.
So I can help you.
What's going on?
All right.
I
So
don't know.
as you guys,
So tired.
all right, bring it down.
Sorry,
bring
Jason.
it down. There we go. As you guys are walking back towards the way you entered, you are now seeing some of those same buildings you passed by, trying to peek in windows or knock on doors. Now, you see individuals just outside of their homes. You'll see a gentleman wiping his hands that's dirty and filthy as he watches you guys pass by his doorstep. You see a woman reading a book on a table, and she just looks up from the pages that are spread out, just kind of watch as you go before head down again. You see people looking down from the top floor windows of their homes, just staring at you. Even as Neff seems to notice one of these and gives a friendly little wave just as you do, you see their sallow expressions not change much, but just watch you as if they were tracking your every movement. But finally, a little ways down from the city center, you find a modest home much like the others, but on the landing of the house sits a thin blonde woman dressed in white with a black shawl over her shoulders. She's sitting motionless in a rocking chair and looking off absent-mindedly towards the road leading out of the village. Anyone who's proficient can make a perception check. I will tell you what. Asta is perceptive as well. Advantage.
For Asta?
No.
For
Yes.
Wesley.
Yes, please.
Go for it, Wes.
Okay. That's a lot. 18.
Hey. Swallow, swallow.
Yeah. Oh.
When you look at the woman in the direction she's facing, you can see down a pathway through the other side of the brick wall that's kind of fallen a ways a little bit. And beyond it, you can see a few miles out, just the border of a forest. And as you take a few steps closer to this woman, she snaps out of her staring and looks at you all.
Who are you? What business do you have here?
Afternoon. My name is Wesley Deleclaire. These are my companions, and we are here to try to get to the root of the issues plaguing this village, it seems.
Oh, yes.
May we talk with you if you don't mind?
If you must.
And
Okay.
just quickly, sorry. This was the direction we originally came from?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
My name is Nev Klimmerplume.
This is Wyatt.
Oh, Mr. White, I'm sorry. I had my hands full of a drink I was making in real life.
and this is Asta.
May
We,
we come
uh,
in?
No, I would prefer not. I'm no longer in the
I
favor
think-
of strangers in my home.
Understandable.
Yeah.
We were informed by your mayor that you've fell upon very unfortunate events, which no mother should have to deal with. And I was hoping if you would be able to walk us through the events if it is not too hard for you. So we could get some information and then potentially locate this witch.
And put an end to this.
Horror.
So you've all come to avenge my daughter, is that it? Or that you would slay me for the stupid idea in the first place?
I mean, desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't think anyone's really blaming you. And if they are, I think they're stupid for blaming a mother who wants to help her child.
Make an insight check.
Yes. 11.
You're not sure if it's you picking up on something or you thinking about it too much or too hard and you're seeing what you want to see. But there is sort of a recognition in what you're saying. She knows there's truth in what you're telling her, but whether she accepts it or not.
Yeah.
But finally, she kind of looks back to the forest.
That's her out there. That wicked, foul thing. Who would do such wretched things? To make a promise to offer hope, but only deliver pain and despair.
And you watch her spit on the ground towards the forest.
May I ask, how did you come to know about this witch?
There's always talk about the witch in the forest beyond. Everyone just assumed it was an old wives' tale. But when you're desperate, you'll search out anything. And I was
Understand, you'll
fool
do
enough to
any-
go in there.
You are not a fool. You'll do anything for your child. Who wouldn't? Do you remember if maybe someone or during that time told you to go to seek out the witch?
No, these were stories since my childhood here as well.
Let's see. And had you ever come across the witch before, or
There were always
Did you-
rumors from friends who say basic childhood talk where my cousin said she experienced this and oh, she healed my uncle's warts and all that.
tales, basically?
Precisely.
Okay. And so you went into the woods to meet the witch.
I did.
And how did you find her? How did you know where to find her?
I did not. I walked into the woods with no map, no trail, no sense of where I could find her. Took me but 3 days to actually locate her small hut.
That must have been a hard journey.
I don't relish it, but I survived nonetheless.
Again, you did it for your child. And then what happened when you met her?
I threw myself on the ground. I begged her for help. I explained that we tried our best to aid my child in whatever we could, but it was a malady that none of us had ever seen before. We are limited to what we can offer someone in aid, but as best as we tried, nothing seemed to prevail. And, well, if she was truly a witch, perhaps Arcana was the way to heal this particular ailment, but
Perhaps?
she saw fit to do otherwise.
And what did she say to your plight?
I'm embarrassed
did
to
she-
admit that she used honeyed words and convinced me that of course she would help. No charge. This was out of the goodness of her heart. I didn't even sense any sign of betrayal or wrongdoing. So of course I invited her here, invited her into my home.
Do you remember her exact words by any chance? I know it's a long time ago, but you know how magic and arcana are tied to very specific things. This
Yes.
could be very helpful.
All I remember was that she did look over the child. She laid hands on the child. There were no words that seemed strange or bewildering to me. It seemed like common language. It was almost as if she was trying to have a conversation with my child, and then she just left.
And she made no demand for payment.
None. She simply smiled and went about her business back to her woods. I assumed she was going to do some work, maybe some potion or elixir that was beyond our capabilities, and she would be back. But before that time could arrive, my daughter.
I see.
I'm sorry. She was gone.
I mean,
We need not to discuss this part, but may I ask you the current state of the village? How do you remember how long ago, how long after the passing of your daughter this came upon?
Oh, it felt like every week there was some new tragedy that had befallen us.
Hmm.
Eggs would be reeking of this foul odor, as if sulfur from the very hells had birthed inside of them. The cows were growing thin every single day. We tried to give them feed, but then the feed would rot. We tried to drink, and our water was... It felt like drinking copper on the tongue. And before we knew it, every time we stepped beyond our boundaries, this odor, it was just awful.
I see.
the odor did bring help. We are here to help. We will
Yeah.
do what we can. We will expect payment, if that makes you feel any better. But I do have a follow-up question. When you first went to talk to this witch in the woods, did you offer anything before she even denied payment?
I told her to ask what she would of me, but again, she just offered to, at the very least, see if there was anything that she could offer us.
I know it's very difficult, but when you said your daughter was gone, she passed on from this sickness?
Yes.
Alright. Did you notice any change in... And he kind of looks to Asta for help for the words.
Yes,
And
what do you want me to
Asta-
say?
Change in physiology, like we saw back at that other place. Remember when you fell out the tree? Yeah.
What was did anything happen to her body that was abnormal? I'm sorry if this question is a bit insensitive. Things with magic sometimes can be a little bit crude.
I can't decide if her ailment was rapidly decreasing or increasing. I'm not sure the direction of such things. She did have lesions across her body. Her flesh was starting to tear in certain places.
Hair.
This was before the witch even arrived. This was part of the ailment. And I don't recall any excessive tears or flesh being ripped as it progressed, but it was so quick. I mean, it was mere 4 days after the witch had arrived here that she was gone.
And since after the witch had visited here and then returned back to the woods, you have not spoken to them. There was no indication that she was upset with the town or the situation.
We've not heard or seen hair or hide of her since she left.
No threats.
Nothing.
All right, well, I mean, one could say that, this here rock keeps away elephants, but I mean, you don't see any elephants, so does this rock work? Just because something happens very close to another thing happening doesn't mean they're connected. But
I
we
see
will.
what you're referring to.
I
Okay.
will absolutely make sure that we find out. You have my word, miss.
Before we head out to investigate, may I ask, could we visit the resting place of your daughter? I'd like to pray for her.
Shovel.
No, I actually want to pray for her. Why? And use detect magic.
I see that there's
There's a
some new
line.
people following the stream,
there's Chuck.
I appreciate you.
Wow.
I actually want to pray and use detect magic, but please.
Wyatt doesn't even have a shovel.
Chuck has
Okay.
played too much Baldur's Gate, folks. That's what it is.
What?
So, this young woman, whose name you don't know,
We cremated my daughter, but I appreciate your offer of grace.
May I pray at her altar?
There is no altar.
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to mention I'm a cleric. I'm sorry. I'm at loss of words. Sorry.
point of awkwardness for you.
What does that mean?
When my pet meets the fallen, I like to make sure that I pray for them, and I'm a bit. I don't know what to do here for your daughter right now because I don't know
Your-
how to pray for her.
Your thoughts are appreciated, if not your prayers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have a bit of a sensitive question, and you may reject my request. I understand you may not accept it, so it's okay. I'm a cleric. I practice magic, and I was wondering if I could cast a spell. It's called it would allow me to detect if it's still remaining magic that the witch would have cast if she has cursed your house. I was wondering if I could use that to detect on your daughter's bed, with your permission, of course.
Make an insight check. I'll say if anyone is proficient, you can make it as well.
That's me.
That's you.
That's
I'm
also
also-
me.
Hey.
25.
Still pretty good. Oh, well.
Jesus, who got the natural? Neff, you got the natural 20?
Yep.
Yes, I
natural.
do.
Yeah.
24, 25, 12.
Okay.
Hey.
Very nice to this woman pays off. Please.
So, everybody does hear the kind of rumble of like, of Mr. Whatever the fuck I called him.
Treadstone.
Thank you. Hey, somebody's paying attention. Not me.
Wow.
So you do hear his guttural kind of interruption there. And Neff, looking at this mother here, you kind of see her shift of uncomfortableness and staring at the mayor, almost giving him that like, I want these people away from me, at the mention of using magic in this place when the last time they did so. So they're not too keen on letting that happen again.
I will do a 180 degree and look at the mayor. Be like, oh, why are you coughing? Kind of look.
Good Lord in heaven!
Are you okay, sir? Something in your throat.
What? No.
Oh, they're gonna dunk you.
All jokes. He does show alarm at your ability to be so, dexterous in your neck region, like nobody else is, but he does compose himself.
We do apologize, but we'd prefer no magics at this point until we know
Oh,
who
fully
we're
respect.
dealing
This
with.
is why. This is why I obviously phrase my request with, permission. And if it's denied, it is denied, and then we will carry on with our research. Without it, it might just be a little bit longer for us to find results. But
Quite right. Your efforts are appreciated, but we are a little cautious, as you may
no, it's fully understandable.
Perhaps maybe the practical way of asking for directions to said witch's hut. Ma'am, I know you had a difficult time finding it, but you did return from it. Is there any way you could mark us out a path on a map?
I can show
I'm
you.
pretty... Yeah. That would be a great help.
So she steps up from the chair, kind of keeps her distance from you all, and just kind of works her way around to where she was kind of looking. And you see just between her house and the next one over, there's a bit of a cave-in, if you will, on the rock wall where it's just enough for somebody to kind of step through. And just beyond it, you can see there is a massive grove of trees darkened underneath the huge canopy.
That's where you want to go. Once you're in there, it's anybody's guess as to which direction you should go, so be cautious. It's not a very friendly place to stay. But you look hard enough and keep your wits about you, you should be able to find her. Or she may find you.
And then she
Let's hope
slowly starts heading back to her chair.
Let's hope we find some sort of resolution. Good day, and he tips his hat and sort of steps back.
Thank you for allowing us to in your space and to speaking with us.
Yeah.
We'll pray for your daughter and for your safety and for you as well, Mom, and for your healing, as well as for this village. And then she just carries
Yes.
on listing things.
Wesley will just
Why-
kind of grab
Yeah.
Neff and be like, yes, thank you for everything.
The head keeps
just
turning
pull her
and
away.
turning and turning.
And you do hear
So, your plans, so I'll pray for your house. I'm gonna still pray.
and you do hear Augustus kind of call after you guys, kind of like gently shoving you on your way, and a bit being like,
Goodbye. I shall hold payment until you come back. It shall be appreciated. Thank you. Good luck in your travels. Ha!
So,
As they walk away, I feel like Asta would make a comment about like the history of like witches being
Persecuted.
persecuted. Yeah, I feel like Asta would like make a comment about that.
if she does, she would also bring up the fact that these witches in these times being persecuted, probably good reason, because most of them are hags and they
this
are
is
very evil
more
creatures.
of a hag
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
When we're out of earshot and like away from people heading out, Leslie's gonna just bring up, be like, so as we walked back to meet the grieving mother, it appeared that people had been out of their home for a while, and yet we had passed their location
Oh, I didn't
minutes
notice.
before.
Yeah, I did definitely make a point
So-
of that. Is that at one point no people, and then walking back, then all of a sudden, not
People.
like they popped into existence, but they'd always been there. But for some reason, we just didn't
See them.
see them, like they was camouflaged.
Mhm.
It's a bit odd because I know witches and hags have a complicated relationship and everything, like Asa was saying. But it's very weird for a witch to not demand payment for something like this
I
and
mean-
then just suddenly demand take a life. It's very uncharacteristic. That word is very hard when you have a beak.
You know, I will say this is
there's
probably.
something missing in the. Yeah.
I will probably say Asta, make a history check.
Oh, you bet.
Thank you.
Let's see here.
This is
Me-
Neff, by the way.
As a player who has hags as their favorite D&D everything, is just trying so hard not to say anything because it's
Good.
like the one thing I know.
21. That's plus 6? Or is that's 20? Oh yeah, that's 20.
Oh, 3. Wait, I don't know. Oh, hang on. No, that's Wyatt. Yeah, plus 6 for history.
Cool. Shit, now I forgot what you said that I made you do this history check. Oh, yeah, payment.
Yeah.
Asta does recall that when you were talking to the mayor, or the headman, that he did mention the idea that perhaps this witch did get something. Perhaps she stole this child's soul. Perhaps there's something that wasn't mentioned, but was taken. So even though she didn't ask for a payment, yeah, as far as the mother knows, nothing was asked for. It doesn't mean that nothing was taken. Just so she's throwing the conspiracy into the bucket with the rest of them.
Yeah.
I
But
just
then
want to add to
Neff-
the conspiracy so
Neff-
badly.
Neff is gonna counter the conspiracy by saying, "But usually there's a deal." From what
Neff,
I mean,
my
to be
dear,
fair,
sometimes people are just cruel for the sake of cruelty. And there ain't no rhyme or reason. There ain't no explaining it. You just have to accept it.
I
And
mean,
Wyatt's tone is just that. It's kind of like, come on, get over yourself. Like that kind of weird tone, which you haven't really heard from him before.
there is rhyme and reason and rules to magic.
mean-
That's what I'm saying.
some people don't listen to the rules.
But there's
Rules are like
consequences.
guidelines. They're meant to be broken.
There's consequence, and this is why. And this is maybe controversial. And she just look at her talons, like maybe this is why this village is blighted. Maybe they didn't follow up on their payment. You know,
I mean,
it could
they
be.
seemed pretty truthful. Well, saying with everything they were saying,
I know, but it could be a possibility.
or potentially, if it is a hag,
If it is,
she might have just seen an opportunity to get something she wanted, and she might have just used desperate people to get easy access. She could just have been like, I want this, I'm going to take it.
And I'm assuming we're doing this as we're walking in the woods,
Yeah.
and we're like,
Yeah.
But Neff was just would continue arguing like, but they described this witch as being known as a healer. This is very odd.
I mean, we haven't been told if others gave her
Yeah.
payment, or maybe she was building up a rapport so she could take what she wants, or
Mm.
there's so many options. Evil is what evil is, and there's no if, ands, or buts about it.
At this
Or
point,
the mayor could be sketchy as hell also.
Yeah.
Asta does perk up for a second.
Well, we can't dismiss one without the other, so it's good that Neff, you concentrate on that one. Wyatt and Wesley concentrate on the other. And we'll see which one stacks up better.
All I'm saying is we have to point out, we have to consider all the possibilities, and we can't just go into this thinking it's only the wish, which is the bad.
Yes,
Oh,
I-
and as you say that,
I-
don't neglect the fact that they're putting out something just as valid as yours.
I was on the side of maybe this is just some woman living in the woods and this stuff just all happened. We won't find out. But
I
Oh my
think there's
God.
something funky with the
sometimes
mayor.
people are cruel just to be cruel.
What
Why
if
does
we
a cat?
What if we just some old woman living in a cabin knitting and has nothing to do with all this?
It's
Well, we'll-
potential.
We're not gonna go in guns a-blazing, as it were. We're gonna find out. We're gonna talk to this person. Don't worry, Neff. We ain't gonna just go in willy-nilly, killing like indiscriminate like.
But it's fun to theorize.
I mean,
Certainly
it is
is.
nice to put things out. As if me as a player has not written like 30
Jesus, shut up
different
already.
things. I'm like, okay, I'm not the only one who viewed this. Okay, I'm not crazy. And then we're talking, and I'm like, crossed some things out. I'm like, I have so much.
Nerd.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, but I do beg of you, with all your fucking conspiracy theory and lines and all this kind of stuff, when everything is settled and the dust is settled, please don't do that thing of, I fucking knew it, because nothing irritates me more than that. Because if you did, great, don't tell me that.
Jason,
You always want the player to like act surprised.
Yeah,
I will
exactly.
do it in my head.
That's fine. That's fine. All right, so what are you guys doing?
Guess we're heading
We're
into the woods to
walking.
Grandma's house.
Yep.
Hand in hand in the woods to meet the wolf. We're wearing a little red cape and holding a little basket.
There you go.
Esta, why don't you fill it while we walk? Why don't you tell us a little bit more about witches?
Well, if we go all the way back to pre-calamity and blah, 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 blah,
And she does.
And it's super
I
informative.
didn't know
It
that.
is.
Yeah.
Asa, and what is the difference between hags and witches? Like the
I'm so
definition.
glad you asked. It's embarrassing that you don't already because
Wesley just takes Wyatt's gun.
No. That's for my.
Please,
It-
please.
If you're,
Meanwhile-
no. If you're gonna handle it, you gotta learn trigger control.
Oh, I don't
Get
want
off.
control.
Get
I
off.
Steph
Just
has her
right
book
there.
open and she's just like taking notes from what Asta is explaining with like witches versus hags and then definition and then like she's like
Glad I could help you out.
I don't lie. Please.
and then we carry on in the woods like that and then
Yeah.
it's just
Excellent.
like Asta basically like
Homeschooling you?
expositing about things and then Neff is just kind of like writing things down and then or like flipping to the other pages like she has information and just like writing in the margins.
Coolio.
I stopped
I'm basically
listening about an
Naga
hour ago.
All right, so you guys get to the edge of the woods and taking your first steps into the dark thicket of these woods. Dread seems to permeate the very air.
Oh.
No sunlight can be seen above, but an eerie glow illuminates the outline of everything you are not looking at. A glowing guiding light that teases a hidden pathway. A whispered voice in the air, leading you with whispered promises of what you are looking for. If only you would come this way. Just a little closer. What do you do?
Well, I mean,
that
I feel
frog
like
noise.
we need to listen to the voice if we're going to try to find
Now,
something.
as I reread this, I was kind of worried that you guys would interpret that as an actual voice. It's just like the wind is
feeling.
teasing your
Yes.
brain. Yeah, okay.
But it's like, like as in like trust your gut.
Yeah.
Might as well just go that way.
We're all very highly skilled in our fields. Some of us incredibly intelligent, but when it comes to D&D, we're just kind of like, oh, is that a real voice?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's just follow the voice.
Are there real pig noises? Which was a legitimate question. I'm just an idiot when it comes to music.
It seems like there's one lit up path and, well, lit up in the way of, you know,
I would
not
like to
actually
look for-
lit up.
I would like to look for a path that is not created by deer.
Excellent. Make a survival
Jesus.
check.
That is my guts right now after that burger.
We didn't hear
Woo!
anything.
I heard a and I was like,
Oh.
there it is.
Oh.
Oh, that sucks. I used my inspiration. Yes, I did. Damn it.
Did you?
No, you used the bardic inspiration.
Oh, I used the bardic inspiration.
You have it.
I would like to re-roll.
Go for it.
Come on. There you are, you cheeky little bitch.
My name is Jason. Thank you very much. 24. Excellent. So, with a 24, you do listen to Wesley for all the good it will do in your Wyatt brain. Youngins these days think they know everything. And you
What is it to
concentrate.
yeet?
Yes. You try and trust your gut, and you listen around for sounds, and you do get that sensation like there's a little whisper over here, but you feel like it's a trick of something on the air. And you start to try and follow some sort of pathway, looking for anything that's not made by animals, but like something that's man-made, underfoot, something frequently traveled. This is just a canopy of leaves and dead grass and dirt. If there's a direction, you can't make heads or tails of which it is. You guys are literally squeezing between trees just to get in a general direction. And you get that kind of hum, that kind of glow in the peripherals that kind of wants to steer your eye away. And you get the sensation that something about this forest is intentionally leading you one way or another.
I'm going to, in a short, white way, sort of describe this. And then I'm like, do I let go and let myself be led? Or do I fight and go the opposite way? And he said, saying this out loud to his companions.
Well, it's a 50-50.
I mean, I say we be led.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Just go with
I
the
mean,
flow. Have
there's
a
a
little
path.
adventure.
I would follow the path.
There ain't no path, honey. That's
I
the
mean-
thing.
I mean, that metaphorical.
The gut tug.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to go with the gut tug. But I won't if y'all have something to say about it. Y'all know magic, I don't.
Actually, speaking of
I mean-
magic, sometimes I forget, but let me cast Detect Magic. See if there's a pull of magic from any direction.
The big area of effect.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Right here, please.
It demands that I place it somewhere, so I'm like, oh, there.
All right, easy enough. So that'll ping anything for the next 10 minutes or so. So as you guys move around, I will get, since Neff is depending on the detect magic to give her any pings, I'll ask Wesley and Wyatt to give me perception checks. You can either do it individually or give somebody advantage.
What's your...
Or you know what? We'll
how
say
does your-
survival. I'm sorry. We'll make it a different thing. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I have a
Okay.
+5.
Yeah.
I think I have a +5, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a +5, so should I
Advantage
take the
if you want.
advantage?
Sure.
Thank you. $17.
17. So you let yourself go and try and trust instinct rather than what your eyes may be telling you. And Neff is kind of like your homing beacon for the next 10 minutes for picking up any magic or anything like that. Neff doesn't pick up on anything. And then 10 minutes go by. It drops. And you keep on traveling. And you get the sense that you have been traveling in the general direction forward as long as you can think since you got in here. And by that time, with muscles tense, jaws set, eyes wide in defiance of the dark, footstep after cracking footstep, you all move cautiously as possible towards what you assume is the heart of this forest. But one can only sustain this for so long. Fear and paranoia can drain one's energy quicker than a hard day's labor. And it's only when you find yourself stumbling over one too many branches, seeing one too many ghostly figures in your peripheral, and a grumbling stomach that is far louder than any distant creatures in the night, that you have to admit to yourself that you are too spent to continue this day.
Yippee! A sleepover in the spooky woods.
Oh, let's tell ghost stories. And maybe kids? What?
Calm down, old man.
Whoa. Remember that conversation we had about me having first watch and not being good at it?
You want to do last watch? You got it.
Yeah, please.
Sure.
All right.
So who's doing first watch? Asta.
Sure.
Asta.
Throw her under the bus.
The person with the gun.
There you go.
I mean, the person with the gun's gonna have a gun no matter the watch. But yeah, whoever... We'll send Asta the first one, I guess, and then we'll do the rest.
Okay. All right. So, I will get the Asta player to please roll a perception check, please.
Oh, now I'm just the Asta player.
Well, I wasn't sure if somebody was going to take over or not. It's all good. Otherwise, I would have done
I'm doing okay.
it. Hey!
Hey!
Excellent. So even
Woo-woo.
though Asta is ping-ponging between jotting down her own personal thoughts between witches and hags and how there must be some definition like thrown out to society, people need to be educated, and if no one's going to do it, I'm going to do it. And that makes me think of these other things and historical witches and witch trials and all this kind of stuff. Oh, wait a minute. No, we're good. And so as I was saying, you know, so her watch does go unaffected. Who is picking up the next watch?
I probably would.
All right. Perception check, please.
Let's go. 14.
You have a dream, unlike any you've had before. What starts as gentle hands caressing your skin becomes a soft and loving embrace from man or woman you don't know. The face is a blur, but it's somewhat familiar to you. It's a comfort that you had once upon a time had. And oh, how you long for that time again. You desperately try to recognize this person's face, to pull them back and look lovingly into their eyes once more. But their grip holds tight and whispers such sweet, lovely things in your ear. There will be time. Rest now. Rest in my arms and sleep the dreamless sleep forever. Wyatt, you look back to see your companions wrapped in thick gnarled branches rising up from the ground. They are still fast asleep and slowly being pulled beneath the dirt, and that is where we will pick up next week.
Oh! Guys, I did it bad.
It was a really high DC, so when I saw that 21, I'm like, oh, maybe they're not going to have this guy. Nope, here comes Wyatt with the 14.
Hee hee hee.
Oh, amazing, amazing.
Ah.
Excellent. I love that reaction in the chat room too. That makes me feel good. So, thank you everybody. We saw some new names and faces showing up in the chat for the first time ever. So, welcome new people. Thank you. This was a fun one to jump into. I'm not going to lie. Not to pat ourselves on the back, but this felt really good.
This
All right.
is real fun.
So, yes, we will be streaming next Sunday, same time, same channel. We are on YouTube now as well as Twitch. So, whatever your comfort is, please join that. Our moderated chat will be on Twitch, of course, but if you want to watch it on any platform, you are more than welcome to. Thank you again for joining us tonight. Hope you're liking the ride so far. Yeah. And yeah, we will pick up next week. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon.
Goodbye.